Scrum Master thing. Scrum Master, Scrum Master. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're all doing well today. It is Monday. It is a typical Monday. Nobody wants to get up to go to work. If you're on the other side of the world, you're already going through your Monday and almost done. So good for you. Hope you're all doing well and had a good weekend and things went well. I'm Greg Mester, Agile Coach and Scrum Master. And this is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum, where we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way to get you home to your family and friends, and also to make money for your company and maybe yourself. Maybe you get more work done. Hopefully you get a raise and balance work and life together and have some fun and do it with less stress. The idea is that we get all this work done and not have to put in long hours and long days to get it done. And we have some fun as we're working and doing some stuff. So today, this is episode 147, and it's been a few episodes here. I didn't get as much stuff done over the weekend, just too much craziness going on, lots of things going on. I got to make some video cuts from previous episodes and put them out this week, because last week was crazy with all the pipes in the water sewer. But that stuff happens, right? Just like in work and life, it's the same. Today, I just want to talk about two things. Talk a little bit about the TikTok video we did yesterday and how that went. And talk a little bit about, my first implementation of, quote, Agile or Scrum after I took one of those little online, the classes I took way back when, and what I started implementing. So talk a little bit about the first class. So the first class, the first time I had implemented Scrum and Agile, just thinking about it, because I was reflecting on what one of my coaches, what he was doing, and it made me think about what I did when I first did it. And when I first did it, I had a team that was scattered across the country. I was the manager or project manager, PM for the project. I had people in everywhere: California, Detroit, me in Philly, or in York, Pennsylvania, and we got to meet every once in a while. But one of the things I really started going back to, because it worked a lot, was the daily stand-up. That was the first thing I implemented on my team. And what was nice about it, because we were so remote from each other, it gave us a chance to get together and talk about what work we were doing, what activities we were working on to progress it. And I'll be honest with you, I think it really helped accelerate how much work we really got done, because we as a group said, okay, these are the couple things coming up. I'm going to do this, they're going to do that. And then we would just plan our day, and we'd do it like in less than 15 minutes, pop on an intercom and just have that conversation. And I think that helped turn around. And this was a group that, before we took it over, they were about to get shut down. It was $1 million worth of business a year for my company. And we turned it around to the point to where we were getting $5 million a year. So I think doing the daily scrums and prioritizing was part number two. So the other thing we started doing was we said, okay, we need to look at this whole system. What needs to be done? What's going on? So we did that. We spent some time breaking it down. And then also what work we need to do. So we each had our own little prioritized list. We started doing basically a prioritized list, and we prioritized the list, and it goes into the TikTok video the other day. And we would work the things we need to do to get ready and done and present to the customer and everything like that. And we reorganized and, made it so it wasn't just all over the place, and we weren't just reactive to everything. We actually proactively got to where we needed to be, and the customer appreciated that, and they liked it. And we started delivering stuff and giving them information, sharing them stuff, and they would start paying us to handle obsolescence electronics for the Army. So it was pretty good. So anyway, So when I first started that, and the two things I started doing, daily scrums and prioritize list backlog work we're going to do. That's like the key to Agile and Scrum, and giving you a place to start from to tackle on what you want to do and plan your day. When you're just reactive to everything, like bugs and people come down on you, and this and you think about it, the product owner and business and other people and all that, you got to do this, you got to do that. They're all coming in from all different sides and all angles. And that's the beauty of Scrum. It builds that little barrier around the team and what you're going to work on so you can focus on what you're doing if you let it work. And that's the extra part that made it better. Or once we got that list, we built that little, hey, every week we were going to rehash um, what our priorities are for the rest of the week, and we would use that as a place to give a solid, a place to stand. So when I was talking to my coach E the other day, he started doing that with the prioritized list for the work he had, and he's really liking it. I mean, so I'm not just making this stuff up, right? When you do it, and I do the same thing where I work, I have a little prioritized list, and yes, you're going to get people coming into you and they're going to distract you and you're going to do it. But you know what? When you sit back at your desk, you look at your list. Okay, number one on the list. I'm going to work on number one on the list. And it allows you to focus and come back to what you want to do. And it's just a real easy, simple thing to do. And even if you don't do all the Scrum and all the other stuff, just having that prioritized list, being agile, and knowing that when you do get distracted, you can go back to your list. That's going to be a big value there. I'm losing my voice. Interesting. I was like, oh, I got to drink water. Hold on, see if this works. I don't know. Maybe. Nope. Lost it. This voice is lost. Cat's sitting here. Boy was here earlier. That's why we're getting later, because people are coming in. It's like, what are you doing? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Go back to sleep. Anyway, so so that's like the basics, and he's doing that too. He's got his list that helps him think about it. I do it at work. We use Jira where I work, and I used other programs, and it didn't matter. I can use any one of these programs, and I love going in there and hit the button that says my issues. Hit the button that says my issues, clears the board, and just shows me the stuff that I need to work on. And I tell you, I really, not to be greedy, but yeah, I want a lot of times I just look at my issues until it's time to think about other people's issues, right? And that happens at the beginning and end of the week, or when I get stuff done. Or if I hit something and I go, isn't so and so supposed to be doing that? And I'll hit the right of it and I'll see the whole backlog, and I'll say, oh, yeah, no one's doing that. We should add that to the backlog for the next sprint. So, anyway, so daily scrums, daily stands up with your teammates, and prioritize list. Now, if you're in an organization that's not totally Scrum or not into it, you can do the prioritized list by yourself and see how it works and show everybody how it works well. Because it's the same thing I used to do when I was a project manager in my 20s, back in the 90s, because I had a list out of my Microsoft project, is what it was. And it would tell me where I needed to be. And then the other thing is daily stand-up. A lot of teams, if you have a good working relationship, and again, this goes to the working relationship in Agile Scrum and having that trust or whatever, but even if you don't, a lot of people on a team will be up for having a daily. They always want to know what everybody else is doing on the team, because that's one of the big pet peeves in most organizations. They don't know what's going on, not enough communication. A daily Scrum is a great solution to that. I mean, whether you do Agile and Scrum and make it formalized and all, but most people in a group can suggest, can we do a daily stand-up and just talk about what we do and use our 3 questions, right? So anyway, that's the beginning of doing Agile and Scrum, and it works. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, just fun stuff, the TikTok video. So we did the TikTok video. It was kind of interesting. I hope it looks like that little stick graphic, I think, cartoon I did before. And it took us 2 takes to get ready to do it. I had to drag my daughter out to do it because she wanted to play her video game. She wouldn't take her heads off. She was like, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, you're getting off the couch and you're going out, and I had to make it creative. So I'm like, she didn't want to leave. She wanted to watch video all the time. I'm like, come on, let's go out. We're gonna do the TikTok video. So we just did it right then in the spot, right? Because I already knew in my head what it was going to be. I just had to get the flashcards and build these little cards, put people's names on it, so when it goes, people can see what it is. And the kids were up for it. They wanted to do it. It's like she's like preteen, man, gonna fight that. But we did it in 2 takes. The first one, we realized that the wind was blowing and blowing the name tags off and everything. But she didn't throw the shoe until the second take. That was live. I gave her a shoe to throw at me because I saw that on the TikTok videos where they do the milk and pour it in the kitchen, and the mom's throwing the shoe. She really did throw that shoe at me, and I was not expecting that shoe. So that was live reaction to the shoe. But I did it just to have some fun, get the kids involved, get the kids out, do some active, have some fun, right? Try to have some fun with what we do and be interesting. Don't throw the show. You could do that at work. It would be interesting if you had a team and you do that video. Ask them to do if they want to do a TikTok video. That'd be cool. But get the big bucket of water. Have them here. Hold this little cup. Here, you're the product owner. Have the pitcher. This is your sprint. Now fill your sprint up, and maybe having them do it and see if they stop. Okay, cool. You stopped. Why can't you do this at work? Right? Why do you keep trying to put more stuff into your sprint backlog cup? And ask that question in your team. Maybe you can do it in the kitchen area, right? Okay. That would be funny. It might be really harsh, but it would drill the point home. Maybe in your kitchen area, you get the product owner. Okay, you play product owner. Okay, how much work do you need to put in the cup? And they stop, right? No. Keep going. Because I want you to do what you do every week when you overcommit. Keep pouring water in. Come on over top. Does that seem like it really works? But that's what you're doing. So kind of wanted to do that. Anyway, but it was fun. And it's posted up there. Please like and share to see how it goes. See if it goes viral. I don't think it will. But maybe it will. Who knows? It's all techie geeky stuff. Not everybody likes the techie geeky stuff. So anyway, with that, we're going to close up shop. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so that you get notices. I'm going to try to put the TikTok video on the YouTube channel today and put some other clips and everything like that. And you all have a happy Monday. Happy scrumming. Enjoy your day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. See ya.